So we're here with Joshua White, hog hunting extraordinaire, and as you can see he's kind of kitted up with all his tools. So excited were you by using those toys there, you forgot that we're here to talk to you?
Yes.
Yeah, they're nice though. Tell me a little bit about what you got there.
Well, this that I have is just your standard military issue.
I love that, standard military issue Gen 3 night vision. Yeah, everybody has them, right?
Gen 3 night vision.
Yeah, cool.
In the US you can buy these practically anywhere if you've got the money to buy them.
Yeah. So what sort of money do those things cost?
Really good ones, $2,500–$3,500.
Yes, it's not cheap. It's quite an expensive bit of kit.
Yeah, but we're a business and it's kind of an investment towards a business, and these things last for years.
Yeah.
You get 10 years out of these as long as you don't drop them or.
And also you can see for miles. I had a look through them the other night, and they look very cool.
These are really good. You could see about 300 yards with no moon, no nothing, with just the Gen 3.
Mm-hmm. And you've also got the thermal imaging there.
Yes, this is a FLIR Scout TS32.
Which is very cool.
Very cool.
And I've had a quick look through that. So tell us a little bit about how it works.
Okay, this one's actually recordable, so we'll try to get some video of our hunt.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll get some of your pig and stuff. But basically...
Is it recording now?
No, not this second.
Can it?
Yeah.
Let's show the guys back home a little bit of what it can see. Are we recording?
Yes.
Oh my God, how does this look? So as you can see, even if they're no good for hunting, they're incredibly entertaining things to have with you out in the field. So what's the strategy for tonight then? You've got all the toys,
right? So
we're all pretty much hooked up. We've got the 2 rifles there in the back of the truck.
We're going to ease along in the Jeep with all the lights off with the night vision, and I'm going to drive. And when we get to a good area, we'll probably get out and walk it and kind of spot and stalk at those areas. Of course, if we see something as we're driving, we'll stop and get the guns out and put a stalk on them.
Cool.
So a lot of times the pigs will feed on the edges of the road, the ranch road.
Yep.
And it allows us to kind of get it time to get the guns out and get on them.
So you can see them from a couple hundred yards away down the road.
Yeah, we'll be stalking in from say 500 yards.
Okay, that's a pretty long stalk.
Right. But we don't want them to hear the vehicle, and we don't want them to hear us shutting the doors of the vehicle and stuff like that. So we'll begin our stalk from 300 to 500 yards away.
Cool. So I need the exercise. You probably recognise that already. So good. So lead on.
Let's go.
So we're using the NiteSite NS200, which means you just got to get it fit up to the Rogue. As you saw in the last episode of Air Power, we've zeroed the Rogue with 190 grain bullets, and it's shooting pretty sweet. And we've also checked that the NiteSite also works on this setup. So much same as before. Just attach the clip here, illuminator and screen unit on top, the large eyepiece ring here on the back of the scope with the camera, plug it all in, battery pack, and we are good to go. That really is the best thing about this NS200. It takes seconds to fit, fits on absolutely any rifle and scope combination, whether it be an air rifle, shotgun, or even a full bore rifle. So now we're all kitted out. Let's go and find some hogs.
With everything ready to go, we dive into the truck and head off into the darkness. I'm very excited, as this is my first hunt using the FLIR thermal imaging equipment and night vision goggles to guide us in total darkness on a moonless night. Can this high-spec technology work for hunting? We shall see. Joshua drives us through the gloom using his military-grade night vision goggles. The only illumination the rest of us have are the lights on the truck stereo. This is a spot that is often frequented by feral hogs. I scan the fields and bushes for eyes using the NiteSite NS200, while Joshua uses his night vision goggles to scan for movement. The NS200 is one of my favourite pieces of kit and works brilliantly every time I use it. However, Joshua's military-grade goggles are a step up again. Despite there being a complete absence of ambient light, he can see clearly into the distance. We trek on into the darkness, searching for signs of life. Joshua leading the way with his FLIR thermal imaging unit. We haven't gone far before Joshua stops us in our tracks. A group of whitetail make their way across the dirt track road. Brilliantly, the NiteSite picks out every pair of eyes, and we allow these beautiful creatures to pass by. We're on a mission for pigs tonight. We head off the dirt track road and into the brush, where Joshua assures me there's plenty of pig activity. As we make our way slowly into the thicker cover, Joshua stops as his FLIR unit detects heat. Hopefully, it's a pig. I set up the NiteSite and we see a faint pair of eyes off in the distance, and they're heading our way. As the eyes come closer, the outline of the body comes into view, and it's definitely a pig. Under the cover of darkness, it hasn't spotted us yet. But then it stops and looks straight at us. Another pair of eyes blink behind it. We stay rooted to the spot. In this light, or lack thereof, the pigs won't be sure what we are. If we stay perfectly still, hopefully they will continue on their way and come within range for a shot. Our patience pays off, and the porky problem maker begins moving in our direction. It's finally in range for a shot and is walking broadside through some light cover. I just need it to stop for a second in the open. And it does. Unsure of what's out there in the darkness, it pauses. I line up the hog in my crosshairs. I pick my spot and fire. The shot is good and the pig is hit hard. Oh, that's an incredible rush. The pig kind of walked over towards us, oblivious to us. Must have been 60 yards away of that. Made a good shot, saw a good connection at shoulder, just saw the fur ruffle. It's disappeared into the bush. It's got a good heat signature on it. So now we just got to make sure it's down. Absolutely incredible. Let's go see what we can see. We head into the thick stuff in search of our pig, but it's easier said than done. So it disappeared into the bush here. Now, Joshua had his FLIR, his thermal imaging camera, pointed at the animal and I took the shot. Now the contact sounded really good to both of us. It was a real heavy thud smack. Obviously the animal was coming to my left. Just wait for it to clear some brush. Got a cracking shot halfway at the body. Saw the pellet go in and saw the point of impact. But obviously it has made its way somewhere into the bush. That's plenty of low cover. So there's plenty of places for it to hide. But he's got the thermal imaging. We've got some lamps and hopefully the pig is here somewhere. Now we heard it crash. We heard it crash pretty close, but with all this brush and grass here, it's really difficult to see through it. So just comb the area nice and gently. I'm pretty sure shortly we'll find it.
Great shoot. Great shoot.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, it's just down here.
Oh my word. Brother, that is awesome. Now, anybody who doubts the power, penetration and performance of the Benjamin 357 Rogue, there is your answer. What an incredible stalk. Now, this is unbelievable. We'd hardly been out, what, 15, 20 minutes? Pulled up, walked up the driveway there. This FLIR thermal imaging device, it just changes the game. It's a
does.
complete game changer. Not only can you see, we managed to see this pig and a group of pigs from what, 400, 500 yards away?
Somewhere roughly.
Just little dots, couldn't quite see what they were to start with, and suddenly you passed it over and said, I think they're pigs, and I'm like, no, I know they're pigs. But as you can see, you know, the pig started walking towards us. I was a little bit inquisitive, I'd say, you know, had a bit of a look round.
Yes.
And then I had a full frontal shot, tempted to take a brain shot, but one of the things I do know about this 357 Rogue, it does have penetration. It's taken down a big game animal, or several big game animals for me in South Africa. Lined it up as it was quartering away from me, popped it on the front leg, and as you can see, here's the entry wound here, exactly where I put it. Now, you said to me when we were setting up the rifle last time to make sure you aim a little bit high, because if you do misjudge your distance, it'll drop low.
Right.
But as I said to you, I could see this bad boy fly. I could see the infrared illuminator lit at the back of the pellet as it left the barrel. You'll probably be able to see that on the replay. And I could see quite clearly the point of impact. But straight in, through the shoulder. I told you I had some shoulder blade.
Right.
And there he is. So, thanks Crosman for building the Benjamin 357 Rogue. And obviously, once again, the NiteSite NS200 performed absolutely flawlessly. But I think the revelation of the night has got to be this flare.
Right.
So if I can get Santa to bring one of these for Christmas to you, can you see if you can get me one of those? Because those bad boys totally rock.
Yeah, we'll see what we can
Cool, rock and roll band. Got some work to do.
What a fantastic hunt with Joshua White and the guys here from L3 Outdoors Hog Removal in Texas. We've used some sophisticated technology and a good old walk in the bush, and we've managed to bag another problem pig. But there's many, many more out there. To find out more about the NiteSite NS200 night vision unit, visit nitesite.co.uk. For more information on the phenomenal Benjamin Rogue 357 big bore hunting rifle, visit crosman.com. Tune in next week to Team Wild's Air Power to see Steve and Keith head out into the night to tackle a monster rat problem on a Derbyshire farm, using their Daystate Huntsman air rifles and NiteSite NS200 night vision units. Subscribe to Team Wild TV for all the very best videos from the world of air guns and our all-new show lineup for 2013.